Okay, so the first thing I want to do is sign up for a new account. Okay, so this is my Fathym dashboard. Up here in the left, this shows what enterprise I'm logged in as. And in the middle here, this is our social feed. So this allows us to integrate with GitHub and other third-party applications and stream content into here that's relevant for your work, for your team, the people that you're collaborating with. So right now we have some getting started things in the feed. How to get your first project going, how to connect with GitHub, create your first micro front end. We have a few different things in here. So as a first piece, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the project, and while doing that, I will connect with GitHub. So let's click to add a new project. So this is the different templates that Fathym has available. I can create a custom project just using, GitHub or NPM. And I can use some of these other templates that Fathym has. Create your first micro front end, create a website with no code, Docusaurus. There's some great stuff in here. And today we are going to use this Svelte Quickstart project, and we're going to fork it, and we're going to make a photo gallery. So now in the background, Fathym has some automated processes that's cloning or forking the Svelte Quickstart project that Fathym has, and they are adding it to my Jeremy Tomlinson, my personal GitHub repos. And then in addition, it's setting it up in Azure. Fathym uses Microsoft Azure as the cloud infrastructure behind the scenes. And so in addition, that same forked recipe, the Svelte Quickstart project, is being configured up in Azure, and then it'll be added to my Fathym dashboard. So here's my dashboard loading. So now we see that there's some GitHub actions that Fathym configured on that repo just to automatically build the project and get it ready for hosting. And again, it's nice that in the social feed that I can just see these GitHub actions running. I don't have to always go to a new tab and go out to GitHub to see this happening. I can very much see it right here. And let's go to GitHub just so we can check it out. So here's the public web Svelte, and here's the actions that Fathym added, and we can see they just completed. And we'll see over here too, they just completed. But again, it's nice to not have to leave the Fathym dashboard. It's kind of my one-stop shop for monitoring this stuff. So since this stuff ran, let's go ahead and launch the project. Okay, so here's the Svelte Quickstarter project. It's just a basic hello world. But I like to use these to help me get started on client projects because it has the entire project set up and just some basic scaffolding that I can use to work on things. Today we're going to build a photo gallery. So let's go back over here to GitHub. I will clone this repo. So So I need this to clone the repo. Now we'll go to Visual Studio. And let's clone the repo. Okay, so here's the cloned repo. Let's go ahead and open this up locally so that we can see, what it looks like.
It's just not that serious. I just don't think I accidentally love you back.
So here it is running on my local host, and here's the Hello World app. So now let's go back into VS Code, and let's make a few changes to this project and get it looking more like the photo gallery that we want. So here on the index page, let's change the title. And I know I want a background image. Ooh, before I do that, let's bring in some of the assets. So,
It's just so much work.
Underneath this public folder, I'm going to create a new folder called Assets. And then I have some images kind of ready that I'm going to pull into here. Okay, here's my images for the photo gallery, and I want to use this abstract background right here. Okay, let's save that. We can go back to preview our page. Now we have our abstract background in there. So this file is where kind of the main, this is where everything's happening. And so I don't want this middle stuff anymore. So I'm going to remove that. And we are going to start building out our photo gallery. And I'm going to add an ID of a header on this so that I can style it. And then let's add a couple. So I'm going to close this out. copy this one. And this one's going to be our hackathon image. And I know I'm going to want some margin between these images in the photo gallery, so let me just add that in line. Okay, there's that. Down here, I'm not using this H1 anymore, but I want to have a header style. And I have that off screen, and I will just paste it in here. And then I also have some other images that I'm just going to kind of copy and paste into here for the sake of time, because I know everyone doesn't want to watch me sit here and write out all of this stuff. Okay, so let's build this, and then let's return to our site and see what we have. Okay, so here's the Fathym site. This is looking pretty good. Let's commit this and push it up to GitHub, and we can sync it with Fathym. Okay, so again here, I can see these running, but I like to see it in Fathym. So when this is done running, now I can come to this application and I can update to the latest, and it will be my latest photo gallery. So some other nice things about this social feed is I can click this button right here to do a new pull request. You know, I can open a new issue, I can create a branch, you know, I can build the view the build details, you know, open up the repo. You know, a lot of this is really nice. Also with this team announcement, you know, I can post a message in here that my entire team will see. You know, so maybe I get an update from a client or something like that. And I can post it in here, and then when anyone's coming into here to work on this project, they'll see that announcement, you know, maybe that client update that I put in here. Okay, this looks like it's ready. So let's step out of one and kind of go back into here. So now it shows we're on build 2. Sweet. So here's the site running. You know, this looks great. This URL is kind of tough to, you know, be able to easily just tell someone. You know, I could copy and paste it to like a friend, you know, or my client, but it'd be nice to have a better, more readable URL. So let's go back to and here's where I can change the custom domain. So now for this one, you know, I don't want really any of this. I'm going to do so I can create these subdomains off of Fathom it, and if it's available, then I'll be able to claim it, which this one is available, and now I can use this for my site. And so now we see it updated here. Again, let's click it. And now I have, you know, phototimesapril.fathomit.com, and this is, you know, I could just tell someone that, and they could go to it. So the other thing that I wanted to show is how this feed, this social feed, is filtered based on what project I'm looking at, and why this is such a great thing from a management point of view. And so for my enterprise, I can come here and I can see updates from all of my projects. And if I'm in one particular project, now this feed is filtered and I'm only going to see these updates that are related to this project. And so let's add another project so we can see what this looks like. So I'm going to add a custom project this time. And let's add our same repo. So now when I'm trying to figure out the build output directory, Fathym has some nice things here. You know, I know that it's a Svelte project, and so I know I can just click this, and it's going to use that public directory for me. So now, since I'm doing a custom project, this is going out to my GitHub, you know, my repos, that public web Svelte project that I selected, and it's adding it to my Fathym dashboard, which behind the scenes is uploading it to Azure, you know, configuring it in Azure, and, you know, getting it running in the cloud. So now again, at my enterprise level, I can see updates from all of my projects. And I see these running here. Now if I go into this project, okay, let's let this finish running. Again, I can go over to, you know, GitHub if I want to see this. Oh, I bet those are done. Yep, so here's the second photo times that I set up. So this one was from a custom project. I just, you know, added it from my repo, and then this is the one that we forked from the Fathym template.